Hey guys, Happy New Year! Yes, I know January is almost over at this point, but Happy New Year nonetheless. I know it's been a long time since I put up videos, probably May, my Mega Man, X run-through, which was a lot of fun for Mega May, and I've been pretty busy with work, but again, I thought the new year means fresh start for 2017. Yeah, fresh start. So without further ado, here are my top 5 games of 2016. When I heard they were rebooting Doom, I didn't really think much of it at first. I thought it was going to be some sort of cheap reboot trying hard to be a modern day first-person shooter. I was so very wrong. Doom it's just badass. The game is unapologetic in what it is. A frenetic, demon-crushing, no reloading, no holds bar action experience. The campaign is some of the most fun I've had in ages when it comes to a first-person shooter. Open maps, tons of collectibles, and more than enough demons to shake a shot-off shotgun at. Though the multiplayer may not be the highlight of the entire package, the campaign has definitely given Doom Guy his throne back. I always really wanted to get into the Souls games, but that didn't really happen until I played Bloodborne. I don't know, it was probably the faster combat that made me feel like the game ran smoother and was more suited to my playstyle. I enjoyed how Dark Souls 3 felt like a perfect marriage between the Bloodborne combat and Dark Souls combat, with smoother and faster movement than previous iterations. Though this is still a Souls game through and through, as the varied builds are awesome to experiment with. The medieval setting is both beautiful and frightening, as you don't really know what's around the corner that wants to take your head. I definitely gotta say I was committed to beating Dark Souls 3, as there was one boss that really tested my resolve and had me at a 2-week stopping point. However, the gameplay and the combat and everything was so addicting and engrossing I just couldn't stop. I really look forward to the future of this franchise. Deus Ex Human Revolution made me fall in love with the Deus Ex franchise. Now, when I heard Mankind Divided was going to be a direct follow-up sequel, I lost it. The trailers and the live-action mechanical apartheid video led me to giving this best game of the year before I'd actually played it. The world is amazing, with the backdrop of oppression, second-class citizenship, terrorism, way you play as a man in the middle. It just oozes potential. With so much to tap, I maybe set my standards a little too high. Now, the returning augmentations add familiarity, while new ones add new flavors. Adam Jensen, returning as the stoic, badass human Swiss Army knife, made the new hub map of Prague a joy to play in, while the action, stealth, exploration, and gameplay overall is fantastic. The story, which set such grand expectations, never really lived up to it. That, coupled with the cliffhanger ending, really makes this feel like a middle entry with really no strong beginning, no great ending. However, that said, overall I'm still crossing my fingers for an Adam Jensen trilogy. "10 years of back-and-forth development. Clearly this was going to be a divisive title. It's not the Final Fantasy that many of us grew up with, but it is a Final Fantasy that tries something different. The first steps out into a true open world, and it hits a lot of high points. The action is fluid and fast-paced. The side quests themselves may be a little fetch-questy, but the locales are great. I felt a thrill driving around and exploring the map, finding various items, outposts, dungeons, and the like. The graphics are phenomenal, especially when you put it in this perspective of the great open world in front of you. The story is a bit of a sore point, though there are some powerful moments, high points, that really drew me in and got me to care about the story and the characters. These points are often dragged down by rushed and muddled sections. It almost feels like this is the 2016 version of Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. Amazing gameplay, Very solid story bits that unfortunately feel like they're missing key points and that there was rushed development. Had that not happened, it would have been on a whole other level. However, this game has addicted me, and I look forward to continuing the journey and exploring this great, grand, new world with my fellow bros. Uncharted, the flagship series of the PlayStation since it debuted on the PlayStation 3 so many years ago. This game had a lot to live up to, being the last entry of the Nathan Drake adventure, as well as the killer exclusive app for the PlayStation 4. In short, it passed with flying colors. The story delivers a great globe-trotting adventure with key familiar faces and new interesting characters. With a few dashes of nostalgia, great voice work, and witty dialogue, you have exactly what makes Uncharted so great. The graphics shine so bright. Even though I have a killer PC, Uncharted 4 is some of the best graphics I've ever seen. Big kudos to Naughty Dog. However, it's not just the graphics, the sound design, and the story that keep you going, but the gameplay has continued to evolve. There are more open sections, and a lot of times, a lot of free-form combat sections that complement the many stunning action set pieces that the Uncharted series is known for. This game does not get stale throughout the story. Uncharted 4 just does so much right in so many different departments. Also, for longtime fans, the epilogue chapter of this game is a perfect note to end the game and the series on. Though this may be the actual last adventure we go on with Nathan Drake, if it is, it's a hell of a way to retire. And that's why it's my best game of 2016.